So this is first jug. I actually went around this morning and emptied all these. These ones we put here this morning. So that was a quarter of a gallon anyway. We got 3 more over here that are a little more full than that. Before they get too full, and just give them a fresh start for tomorrow or the rest of the day into tomorrow morning. Jug number 3. Up to here. Still dripping like crazy. Again, I took 4 taps that I did yesterday that weren't producing really well and moved them down to this area. And these are doing great. One more down here and then some up on the other side of the property. So we did the 4 so far, so this is 5 and 6. Again, I only have 24 taps, so not a big operation, but I don't need that much. Just for my own personal use, with the exception of Doc Ash, my buddy, who keeps bees. So we have this thing going. If I can make enough syrup, I'm going to trade him for some honey. Again, so second round this morning, and honestly, we've only done 10 out of the 24 jugs. The rest are up that way on the property. But so this barrel is the one we just filled. And as you can see, they're pretty much the same as far as fullness. I'm going to top this one off. $30 liters done. Go in the house and get my other cover for this one, and go check the rest of the jugs. Alright guys, so got about another 6 gallons of sap this morning, which would have been like from the second half of yesterday. Pulled a bunch of taps, 10 specifically, so I've only got 14 out now, from trees up here that weren't producing. So I've got some better trees on the other side of the property. I'm going to end up moving them down there. But Both my barrels, 30 liters each, are totally full. I did grab 5 gallon buckets from Home Depot last night. So I used them to collect the sap this morning. I could probably use 3 of them for storage to keep building up, but essentially I'm out of storage space. So, time to start boiling. But here's both those barrels. I showed the one in the other video, but that's definitely full up to the handles. So that's 30 liters. Same again there. So essentially that's just about 16 gallons. So you need 40 to make 1 gallon of syrup, but again, I want to keep using these as I keep collecting sap. It's supposed to get a bit colder. We're going to get some rain too. So I'm not putting those other 10 taps I pulled back out probably till tomorrow. But so sap flow is going to slow down a bit. So I'll figure I'll boil some of this down, get it into some jars, and just share that with you. So I transferred from the blue barrel back to a 5 gallon bucket. Using a piece of muslin here to strain it over the pot that I'm going to boil it in. So. It's 5 gallons right there. Let's get it on the boil. Alright, so first 5 gallons on the go. Again, I have a small operation that's just personal use. I have a couple buddies I'll probably gift some of this to, depending on how much I end up with. But my plan, I'm going to put them in pint-sized jars, mason jars, just because I have them. I got a ton of mason jars that I bought for canning, fermenting, and all that stuff. So I don't make a bunch of jams or anything like that yet. So we'll use the pint jars for the maple syrup and just see how that goes. But first 5 gallons on the boil. So I got about another 11 gallons outside, and again I'm just making space essentially in my barrels so I can keep collecting. And as it gets colder again, even during the day, this upcoming week, like tomorrow is like the last warmish day, like around 39 or so, but after that it's supposed to get cold right around freezing for the high during the day. So sap's going to slow down for a while, so I'm going to take this opportunity to make some more space for when it starts flowing again. But we'll keep you updated. So yeah, you know, with the small operation, I'm doing it here on my stove, which is not ideal by any stretch. Certainly an electric one like I have, which I've wanted to change out to gas for quite some time. But a lot of people do it, you know, burning wood fires with the big evaporators and all that stuff. That's bigger production than what I have going on. So this will work. I've done it before in the house. Not a big deal. Down to the last couple gallons here out of 21 gallons total. So I should end up with about a half a gallon of syrup or so. Pretty sure you guys can't see it on camera, but I sure can. The color of that is awesome. It's like a nice dark amber color. Smells awesome. Almost there, won't be long now. Start jarring it up. So we're getting super close. I don't have a hydrometer, which is a good piece of kit to have for this. Or one of those big old thermometers that could reach all the way down. So I'm improvising. Got my spoon with my thermometer that goes up to 302 degrees. What I want this to be is 219. You're probably not going to be able to see that, but about 213, which makes sense, right? Boiling at 212. It's got a little ways to go. I can tell, but I should only end up with a half a gallon. I've probably got maybe a gallon in there now, so it'll be a little bit yet. So we're right about 217 right now, so it's gonna go pretty quick. I'm just gonna cut the stove off, take that off the heat. I'll let it cool down a bit, skim the top, and then once it's cooled down enough, I'll strain it into the mason jars. And there it was. Didn't even have time to get to the camera to turn it on. That's how quick it went, from like 217 to 219. Held at 217 and a half for just a little bit. Then once it really started bubbling over, it just right up. Oh, it's awesome. It smells good too. Let me show you. Not the best lighting, I guess, but just fogged you guys up. Beautiful stuff. So yeah, let that cool down some. So I strained all the sap, as you've seen, as I put it into the pot here. And I'm going to strain it a second time. Not that I have to, but why not? Into the jars. So wait a little bit. Alright, so just about there. I just got to add the lids when this cools down. So nearly 5 pints. This one's a little shy, about 3/4 of an inch or so, but that's okay. So that was 21 gallons of sap boiled down. It took me a couple days on my stove. Here and there I would turn it down so it wasn't boiling, it was just heating with a little bit of steam because I was doing other things. But you know, come back, crank it right back up, and then at the end you definitely want to finish it out, get it up to temperature at least. But pretty happy with that. It's a lot of work, you know, but at the end of the day, this is one, satisfying to be able to do yourself. Two, even though it's sugar, is probably a lot better for you than the store-bought crap. So typically with that stuff, there's a bunch of different ingredients: corn syrup, fructose, a bunch of stuff you can't pronounce. Here, one ingredient, maple syrup, that's it. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's going to be a nightmare for me to edit probably, but we'll get after it right after this. So yeah, that'll do it. Let's wrap this thing up. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Until the next one, God bless.